Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Today's episode is coming to you at 3 p.m. I'm starting to record these later in the afternoon. I haven't really done anything today, but, here I am. How you doing? How's it going? I'm doing fine. How about yourself? Good? Good. I'm a little closer to the mic than normal, so I might sound a little louder. Don't worry, I'm not going to move it back, because I'm definitely going to lean back in my chair by the time basically by the time the run starts, but... Yeah, I don't think it really makes that big of a difference. Like, I'm a little quieter back here than I would be if I'm up here. I did a little lean back, lean forward action on you there. I was thinking about it before starting this. I feel like I haven't played Tethys in forever. It feels like it's been an eon. But, oh boy, Stygian Umbra. I actually think that this looks not bad. Do I have anything interesting to tell you today? Not really. Not really. A lot of games got thrown in my suggestions channel in Discord, so I'm probably going to pick a few of those to do some more first looks on. I saw one game that I'm actually, I'm very excited about. What was it called? Hold? Let me look at it. It was called, oh, where'd it go? I hadn't heard of it, but it was called Age of Darkness Final Stand. It looks like a turn-based turn-based strategy game. Not turn-based, a real-time strategy game with pausing. And basically they are billions, and that game was really fun to me. So I'm probably going to check that out. And maybe something else this week. I don't know. We'll see. I got a lot of time, I feel like. I don't have a whole lot to do this week. Anyway, let me ask you a question and let's get going. Hey, what'd I tell you? I lean back in my chair. What did I want to say? Oh, I want to talk about regional foods. I think I've talked about this before, but I'm interested to hear if you have any food that's interesting that's like specifically to the area that you're from, or you think it's specifically to the area that you're from. So for example, there's a classic Midwestern dish called Frito pie, which I've only had once, and I thought it wasn't very good, to be honest with you. But it's basically like, I don't know exactly how to describe it, but it's like Fritos, and I think the one that I had like chili and cheese as well, and it gets baked into like a sort of a not baked necessarily, but it gets turned into a sort of pie, and they call it Frito pie, and it's just a mess of food, and I don't think it's very good, but a lot of people really like it around me. I know a few people anyway, and it's like, I don't know. I might be getting the ingredients in it wrong because I had it a long time ago and I went, that didn't seem very good. But I was thinking about it today because I was watching some dude cook some like chicken dish that he said was local to him, and I went, hey, that looks pretty good. Why is my local food Frito pie? Can I get something else? Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, let me know if you got anything interesting. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Today's Stygian Umbra. Explosive Sigil, Darkness, Chaste Energy, Siphon, Space Prism, Unnamed Tome. I think that this is actually a pretty good combo, because we're going to play a Stygian plan, and Umbra spells are good at supporting, and Stygian cards are good at carrying. That's my feeling here. I will take Hell Pact over Icicle Fracture. I don't really think I need the Icicle Fracture, and Hell Pact has a lot of good cards in Umbra to play off of. And by a lot, I mean like 2, but that's still more than usual. I'm gonna play Conduit. What happened in the last run of Tethys? Was Tethys just worthless and I didn't play her particularly? Might be it. If only I had Blink here. Yeah, I really don't want... Like, if I die, I die, basically, is my feeling here. I really don't want to have to try to rely on an Umbra banner, so I took no pack shards. We're gonna hope for the best. If I die, I die. That's what it's gonna come down to. I have not a whole lot of pings to kill these clergymen, so what I do have in my favor is Shade Splitter. Yeah. Oh boy, that was really useful. Alright, well. It's a little grim. I'll be the first to admit it. Okay, how do I get this train steward to not die next turn? Well, realistically, I can expect 2 frozen lances. I think that I can play like rubble and then excavator and then hope to lifesteal this guy back up. It's bad, do not get me wrong. Things are very bad, and realistically I shouldn't have taken this trial because it puts me in this very bad position that's going to be hard to get out of. But at the same time, yeah, this is death. This is definitely death. 100% this trial kills you. I believe now, wholeheartedly, with this draw order, you die here. That morsel doesn't even do anything. Should have played it mid-floor, I guess, but you know. That's alright. I rolled the dice today on this trial, and the dice said, fuck you, buddy. It's gonna happen sometimes. It's another, like, combat 1 death with a Stygian start, though. Kinda grody. We get 5 damage in here. What could I get that would be meaningful? I could play Train Steward and then I get some amount more damage. I guess, but like, yeah. I'm still going to be taking 5 times 7, which is 35. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm just gonna die. Like, the start's fine, but I can't take that trial. And, I don't know, I don't really care. That's all there is to it. I don't really care. I pushed my limits, and the limits said, fuck you. I started Conduit Tethys, right? And I just walked in and I took a plus 6. There wasn't really an out to that one either. Like, there's not really something you're gonna do to change that up. That is just numerically death, I think. Maybe a slightly different morsel draw or something like that. But, yeah, Tethys sucks in the early game. What a surprise. And those spells don't make it any better. I'm gonna pick Firestone over Split Anvil. I just didn't want to go into combat 2 with an Umbra unit, but I guess at the end of the day, you can say it's not worth it to die. Like, looking back, no chance I live that. No chance I live that. That's easy to say in post. It also, like, I just don't really care anymore when it comes to monster train runs like that. Like, I'll just send it, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I'd much rather send it than try to struggle through with, too bad. I'd much rather just send it there than try to struggle with the... Play morsels, yeah. Rather send it than try to struggle with an Umbra unit there, basically, is my feeling. I'm gonna get clapped on this fight as well. Like, I'm going to take a lot of damage. The start is not good. It is terrible. You start Conduit Tethys without a good damage spell and you're gonna take damage. But this time I only take 14 plus whatever the boss man does to me here. Hopefully not too much. Yeah, we got Titan's Gratitude at least to make things easier. Yeah, holy shit, man. Are you kidding me? Wait, do I die here too? No, I don't think I die here, but like, look at how bad this is. I didn't do anything wrong here. I just went to 6 HP. I didn't make a bad play or a bad choice. I took no trial, no artifact, and I took 34. I remember why I hated Conduit Tethys before the DLC now. This champion sucks. This champion's terrible at the start of the game. That's right. I'll take Flash Freeze. Actually, Frenzied Swarm is probably best. Yeah, just invalidates Titan's Gratitude later on, but that's alright with me. I need to take a ping. I think I'd rather take Mind Collapse. Forgot that this champion was so bad. Like, the Combat 1 Tethys is just that terrible. I'm not going to be able to buy anything at the Steel Shop anyway, so we're going to go to the Stygian banner and hope for a playable unit here. Oh boy. Might be dead. Like, this might be numerically not survivable. So I guess I should have gone left so that I could pick a steel shop unit. Or like to pick a unit and then give it stats. I think I'm best off to take Icy Siliphyte here. Because she will kill backliners and we can hope that we can sneak out without dying here. Right? We can hope we sneak out without dying running out of health because of heavies, right? That's gotta be the idea, I guess. But this also looks rather bad. I think maybe a plus 20 consume Frozen Lance could also save my run. Maybe it kills a heavy for me. I mean, I can't take it, right? If I take this trial, I'm going to die. Almost certainly. I actually think that I have no way of killing High Priest as is, so we'll see. Guardian Stone turn 1 is good. Do I care about the Ember Drain enough? Or do I feel like I need the armor more? I think I care about the Ember Drain enough. What if I played mid-floor? No, I need to give the Siliphyte stats, right? What if I played bottom floor? I think it's maybe my best option here. And then I'm going to play Shade Splitter elsewhere. The armor I gain doesn't help. And yeah, we're just gonna kind of pray here. Okay, it's not good. No surprise there. The Frenzied Swarm is helpful at least. I guess I just play it. Like, how am I ever going to kill High Priest though, right? How does this run ever stand a chance of killing High Priest? Not even like... like, how do I even have a chance of killing him? Maybe like a damage shield here could work? Okay, just a bunch of nothing is fine too. Oh, I'm a fool. Oh, I'm a fool. Ah, I'm a fool. Okay. I won't die at least for it, but... yeah, even with all of this, I'm still just dead outright to High Priest, right? There's no way. There's no way I'm killing this boss. This is a really terrible... you know, I said I don't think Stygian Umbra's that bad, and then Stygian Umbra did this to me. I didn't make any major decision mistakes here. I don't believe on this run. I do now remember why back in pre-DLC I said that Conduit Tethys was unpickable, because this happened to me a lot. Hey, 3 playable starting cards, wowee. Now we're chilling. Like, this starts fine. Crystallis Immortal Trade at Ice Storm. Wow, what a difference. What a fucking nightmare, though. I'm just gonna keep picking Conduit, I guess. But, like, it just loses. It really just loses. How bad is this champion? I don't know. I guess we Shade Splitter. I've also gotten, like, bad morsel rolls consistently. And this combat again. But now with this combat I have cards that I can play at least. Yeah, I have Crystallis. So specifically Conduit Tethys is bad when you have no way to kill backliners. So basically Conduit Tethys sucks if you draw a terrible start. Like perhaps Umbra Secondary, which will offer us no pings. But now we're gonna be fine because I have Immortal Trade. All of a sudden life is much better. Great learning experience, I guess, but I didn't really feel like learning this today. I don't really feel like I learned it. I didn't really learn anything, I just relearned that Conduit Tethys is numerically one of the worst champions at the start of the game. She's similarly bad as, like, Little Fade. I'll take Crypt Builder. I'll take Space Prism. Like, if you don't start with a damage spell with this champion, I guess, you know, I said I didn't have any memorable Tethys runs lately, and this one's pretty good. Gonna be pretty memorable, I bet. Gonna be remembering this one for a while. I guess in the last run, the mistake I made was not going to the steel shop. I just rolled the dice on getting a good unit from the Stygian banner and didn't. I didn't get anything to kill bosses with anyway. I'm gonna take the relic in the middle. I got the Rage Siren. What do you got? Advanced prototype? Cool. That's worthwhile. Can probably get away with the trial now. Probably. But yeah, you know, it is pretty good comedy that I said I thought this clan combo wasn't that bad, and then today's run looks like this. It looks like me dying on combat 2 repeatedly. This is pretty funny. 9, 11, 11, dies to 9. So if I put 2 Shade Splitters in front, it's like 9, 11, 11, 9, 5. Yeah, okay. Should be incanting, yeah. And then he kills 2. It's important that he kills 2. And Immortal Trade is good to get frozen there. My units have no health. That's probably our next biggest concern. And if I put an Immortal Trade on the Siren, she's not going to gain anything particularly. You're dying in 1 hit. If I block the hit, I could play Immortal Trades on you. What is this like? That's fine. I think it's acceptable. Yeah. He'll die now. And now we did it, ladies and gentlemen, we live. We made it past combat 2, let's go. And we get a unit draft, oh my goodness. I'm not picking Guardian's Amulet. Why the fuck are you offering me Blazing Bolts? I'll take it, but like, what is this doing here? Armor Shark is a good infusion for the Siren. Steel Shop is very late. I could go look for Hot Shark, maybe? I could maybe go look for Hot Shark. What would I duplicate? Yeah, let's go upgrade Blazing Bolts, I guess. That's fine. What if you could remove Purge? That'd be pretty wacky. What do you got? Siren. I'm gonna play the Rage Siren today, and just see if she's comparable to Siren of the Sea. And it's probably fine. What's in the temple? Do you have Value Stone for me? Oh, you do. Wow. Incredible. I'm gonna wait on doing this infusion right now because I have another temple here and I'd rather keep Daedalus to not as bad. I guess cost downing Blazing Bolts is not actually that good because we have Conduit Tethys, but yeah, I guess it's not that good. It's good because I'm probably not going to want to play Blazing Bolts on the floor with Tethys, but I don't know. Kind of a toss-up. It's also good right now. Plus 20 consume can go here. I know I didn't buy the last one, but I wanted to buy maybe a holdover. Although I don't think you can hold over Blazing Bolts in that position, actually. Petty Theft? At this time? Sure. In this economy? Sure. Why not? Plating Seal? Could be okay. We get through the Blazing Bolts pretty quickly. This run does not have Space Prism. Yeah. This shark is worthless. This is front enemy Blazing Bolts. Yeah. Hey Daedalus, what the hell is this? Why are there 2 bombs on my doorstep, mister? I could have avoided that. Ember Drain. I do have a Space Prism. Wait, did I start with Space Prism? No, I took a Space Prism. Okay. I mean, that's good, too. It's definitely good that we have Space Prism. Because my goal here and my planning is to use the Train Stewards to frontline for the Siren. And they will do so well enough, I imagine. Can I get a damaging morsel? No? Okay. 10, 20, yeah, I'm gonna take 5 here. Alas. Nothing I can be doing about it. This does come really close to just dying to that 4-attack sweeper. Like a concerning amount of close to me. The morsels are worthless, they just die. Acceptable outcome though. And final wave. How's it looking? Not too shabby here. This Train Steward dying is definitely preferable to him living here. And then we just replace him. Like so. And then, sadly the damage shield, again I could have dodged Ember Drain, but it's fine. The damage shield does not get helped by a Mortal Trade, but Daedalus does less damage than our unit has health. So, at the end of the day, I mean, the only real difference between the problem we faced in the last run and the problem we faced in this run is that in this run, I started the game with a Mortal Trade. In the last 2 runs, I did not start the game with a Mortal Trade. That's really all that there is to it. I would have died there without a Mortal Trade, but I started the game with a Mortal Trade, so I didn't die. Like forever consumed, it's fine. Maybe to get through the early game in this combo, you really have to go for Umbra units because all the Stygian units have no health. And they just die. That's what we just experienced in the last 2. I have no health and now I die. I can get rid of Train Stewards. It's fine. Multi-strike please, in-can armor 2 is fine. Need 1 multi-strike, 1 in-can armor 2. Cool. I mean, and from here the run is just over, we win. Almost certainly. But it feels like playing Little Fade, but you don't have the guaranteed victory after you live through Daedalus. Like Fade, as long as you don't make a major mistake, you live through Daedalus, you win the run. Tethys, you have to roll the Stygian units and the multi-strikes and all of that you need. And maybe this one's not guaranteed, right? I've had a lot of Stygian runs feel guaranteed, then lose. And like lose to Patient Seraph and things like that, so, you know. Really don't want to take curses, but playing bottom 4 isn't gonna help. This time I won't be in camp. And we're gonna just let Icicle Fracture hold Immortal Trades for us until the end of time. Am I meant to... I think I am meant to make this play. That way, I guess I should have played one of those 2 cards that I skipped over there. Like I should have played either Crystallis or Frozen Lance so that I get the incant out of it. I feel like I'm supposed to just hold and hope that the Icicle Fracture freezes the card for the card that I want for the turn that I want it. As I have done so here. We can play Train Steward. I mean, yeah, it's like we're pretty much done now. But this is a I mean, it's good for me to lose a run every now and then, I think, so that I don't get too confident, I guess. Because as I do often remind you, I don't really, when I lose runs, I'm not like, oh, that was bullshit, this game sucks anymore, because at this point I've played this game for like 2 years, and it has been a daily occurrence for 2 years, so, you know, I can't be surprised anymore about things like that, because, like, you know, how could you? How could you spend your time being surprised that sometimes steel shops don't have multi-strike? The answer for me is that I cannot spend my time feeling that way. And this is like a knowledge check, basically. I'll have to put a little more thought into if I pick Conduit Tethys. And if I do pick Conduit Tethys, in most cases you won't die in the first combat. But when you do, or like you have to identify when you would, I guess, right? Like, I didn't die in the second run of today's episode. I didn't die in the first combat, but I did take 36. And from that position I had to go, oh shit, basically. And lock everything down and not gamble on seeing, like, Hot Shark Siren of the Sea. Interesting stuff. I'm gonna take the money. Duplicate the siren, all of that stuff now is just to be done. I'm gonna take no trials because I don't need anything else. I don't feel like this run has any more questions to be had. Go ahead and I'm gonna dodge the Ember Drain this time because I have a siren to play next turn. I have a unit I have to play next turn, so I'll dodge the Ember Drain this time around so that I can maximize. What am I maximizing here? Yeah, absolutely nothing. What a draw. That was one hell of a draw. I feel like I should have taken more damage from this wave than I actually did. Interestingly. I feel like that 15 times 2 should have been representing more of a threat. I don't know why I didn't. Anyway, at this point we have a pretty standard game plan of I have a few good damage spells and I have some sirens, so I play the damage spells on the floor with the sirens to kill the enemies. A classic plan. Tethys. 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 I mean, I guess I should have played Immortal Trade to help her, but also, like, Tethys. ... Come on. Get with the freaking program here, girl. You can't be doing shit like that. You can't be dying there. Where do you think we are? You can't just die on that turn. That's ridiculous. Playing a damage shield morsel doesn't make a difference if we play it on the bottom or on the top floor. So you may as well take the 3 HP, because it's going to represent one round either way, in terms of damage stop. It either stops one round of stealth or stops one round of stealth by taking the hit. Wow. This seems uncommon. Combat 5, a triple rare clan pack, and they're all Stygian spells? I don't know if I've ever seen this before. Pardon me, I've been feeling a little like strain in the throat because I talked like non-stop last night on stream, and my voice has not really recovered yet, I don't think. I'm gonna go for Focus Empire over Ancient Synergy. Cheaper. Ember Cache does a nothing. We don't want to take do nothing cards in this run. We have one major foe. I'm gonna go look at the trinket shop. I have to deal with Patient Seraph somehow still. Units get an extra upgrade slot. That seems good since we have a 4 steel shop. And then I'm not gonna pay 180 for jack strips. I am down to take Tethys' scales. Sorry, a little bit of desk shaking there as I reposition as well. Oh hey, show me the tome. Oh, too bad. I'm picking Crystalline Seeds because this is not a do nothing card. The 6 Frostbite does do something sometimes. I think I will be skipping it here though. I think it's a little awkward. I need to pick up an Intrinsic Daze card, or I need to pick up... I'm gonna buy a Purge Stone here. Intrinsic Daze, or I just have to play mid-floor, right? So basically I want to see an Intrinsic. I do think I need to keep Tethys alive, unfortunately. I could have bought Mind Jacks, but I think Tethys' Scales is better. Probably. I feel like one of my earliest memories with this game is trying to play spell weakness builds based around Tethys and just dying to this boss over and over again. I remember trying to play stack spell weakness on bottom floor plans and just getting clobbered by Spell Shield Fell because all of the Stygian spells do damage to the front target. And it's like, what the heck, man? How do you even do this? And the answer is you don't, but for different reasons, really. It really is one of my earliest memories of playing this game, though, is just dying on this fight and going, man, that's bullshit. I had such a good spell weakness plan. Little did we know spell weakness wasn't viable because killing a boss with spell damage is, like, impossible. It was bad just for a different reason. I missed out on Petty Theft here. I mean, I don't think I missed out. I don't know if I was actually going to be able to get it, but maybe I could have. Too bad. The blocking and then adding 5 is probably best. Block the hit and heals, or and gain 6 max HP, that seems best. That's a plus 11 more supply. You cowards. Give me a target I can kill with Petty Theft. Even though I don't have it drawn right now, you're still cowards. Give me Petty Theft. I'm gonna keep holding Forever Consume because I feel like it makes sense. I wish that Conduit Tethys worked with X cost damage spells. It's a pretty niche want, but I'd really like it if this card did an extra 2x there. Because you can cause down those spells, it just doesn't work with Conduit Tethys. It's a pretty minor thing, to be fair. I think it'd be neat. Really? Didn't kill that 12 attack unit in the back? That's surprising. Is that surprising? I don't know. I'm not gonna try to do probabilities for you here. I just when I play a card that does that kind of damage, I do expect a death of like five hits there. Or no, it's 4, right? Blazing Bolts is 4, right? I think it's 4. Either way, when I play Blazing Bolts, I expect it to kill an enemy. If there's a 1 HP enemy on the floor, I expect that enemy to die. It is 4. That's where you start to get into the territory. Like Blink, a common suggestion people I remember giving to me is when I was talking about how much I hated Blink. What if Blink just hit more times? How many times does Blink have to hit to feel good? And the answer I came up with is 4. Actually, I think I said 5 because Ice Storm. When you get into the range of like 4 or 5, that's where you start to be like almost impossible to miss when you need to kill a specific target on out of 2. I don't really want Harness the Titan, and I don't really want Deep Offering. So I'm just going to press the skip. I don't need energy, and I don't want to take draw because I need to take space here to be safe on the Divinity. I can take energy, and then my goal would be just pay for my spells when Tethys dies, or I can take space and play on the lower floor. Because it's not like we have a top floor based relic right now, right? We have Tethys' Scales. It's not like we have Light Skipped or anything. What else could we have? We could have Totem Fragment, that's the one. I couldn't think of Totem Fragment there. I'm probably gonna go to the magic shop, so I'm just gonna take whatever here. Have I been removing... I haven't been removing train stewards, huh? I removed 2 and then I said that's good. I can get rid of them later. Money here. Intrinsic? No intrinsic. Yeah, so I could have played for an intrinsic space prism for Tethys to go mid-floor, but if we miss intrinsic again, it's just like I don't need to give the game the opportunity to low roll me here. Conduit 3, 9 HP. Another idea I remember having at the start of the DLC was let champions get upgrades from steel shops, but only Tethys. That's one that I would actually really like because, it would be busted, but you know, like giving you can't give champions steel shop upgrades because Primordium's in the game. Like 100%, you cannot let champions take steel shop upgrades because of Primordium. Like a few others would use them pretty well as well, like Brawler Prince would do pretty well with steel shop upgrades. Is one that comes to mind because like you get 5x value, or basically giving every champion multi-strike would be rough. Okay, like give any champion multi-strike and then you go, this was probably a mistake. However, like if you give Tethys multi-strike, if I gave this Tethys multi-strike, she would be no different. She would be the same. Yeah, I'd really prefer to not take this damage. Thank you. Obviously, you give Chillwind Tethys multi-strike and all of a sudden she's putting up a lot of Frostbite. However, counterpoint, Frostbite sucks right now, so it wouldn't be that bad, I don't think. And I'm just throwing ideas out there, really. These are not even throwing ideas out because I more or less don't expect any more major changes to monstertrain like that. And that's fine with me, I don't really mind. It's fun to spitball every now and then. Push him to the back first and then go like right on through. Yeah, the 4 armor gain per turn is good enough. This run only works because of our spells though. Like these enemies are walking by me if I don't have my spells. Which is okay, don't get me wrong. Stygian runs that rely on their spells, that's all of them. That's every Stygian run. Gonna pulse that, yeah. It's not a big deal. I think that you can get to a point where you just let sirens go nuts, but the big thing is usually if you're playing, like Siren of the Sea I should say, but if you're playing a run based around just incanting, you're probably going to be playing a run of Stygian, and Stygian runs that incant usually just play damage spells because the good spells are damage spells. Titan Scoop is good. I'm not playing Furnace Tap. I should have thought about Crucible extension there. It would let me play a Train Steward on the middle floor, but that Train Steward doesn't really offer us that much. I actually think that this run loses. I don't think that these Sirens can stand up to Patient Seraph and the Divinity. Maybe with a little help from our morsels, but like, I think we need something unbelievable here. I think that this run is a loss. These don't help. I could pick Cheater's Hand. I'm gonna make my removals. This is gonna come as a surprise because I've been singing its praises, but Immortal Trade does nothing with armor. And every card in this deck is free, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense. I'm gonna take Cheater's Hand. It's probably good enough. And then I should really look at the magic shop. No Prismal Dust on this run though, it doesn't seem. Permafrost? Doesn't really matter, I have Cheater's Hand and the Permafrost card. I'm gonna get rid of Petty Theft probably, although it is a ping, which matters a little bit more than Shade Splitter. But I need these morsels actually. Get rid of a Frozen Lance. I need the morsels for trying to chump block some of the Seraph damage, I think. Put a plus 10 here. I think maybe I had to pick Grovel, or I should have taken the Damage Shield 3 upgrade from the earlier Steel Shop. Something like that. Guess I'm playing mid-floor here. But I'm not about to rally Seraph 3 times. But that's bad because I don't get the morsels. However, there's not much I can do really. Oh yeah. Seraph's definitely gonna come mid-floor, so like the next turn is guaranteed. I know exactly what I'm going to be looking at. Yeah, this looks about how I expected it to. I cannot stop Seraph from killing my Siren, I don't believe. 57, 32. Actually, I shouldn't have gotten rid of the lifesteals, huh? That's an interesting one. I mean, I'll just play the spells and maybe something happens here in my favor. Yeah, barely. I have to just spam scale my armor and pray pretty much. For a good, like, life or damage shield morsel here, maybe? Rubble morsel. Exactly what I needed. The exact part I needed here. Rubble morsel. Oh yeah, buddy. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. I don't think there's any way out of this, right? How do I live this? Yeah, there's a way out of this, maybe. It's just like, I have no tools to stop Patient Seraph from just steamrolling me, right? That's ultimately the issue. Maybe I can sneak into Relentless and then win it through there, but like... And I have to just incant him a bunch, because I need to get the armor. Damage shield morsel. God, if only I had taken Crucible extension. Okay. I think the answer might be to cut our losses here, basically. Let the Siren die and damage shield the Siren after. I can kill all these units with spells. But will I win Relentless like this? I don't know, man. If I could play 2 morsels here, we would actually win. Because I could save them both. It's grim. Put a Rubble Morsel up here, I guess. And that's gonna Ember Drain me for no reason. Because Seraph's gonna go up there anyway. Maybe it would dodge a melee weakness, but this melee weakness doesn't matter. Particularly. I do need to not kill this enemy, though. I need it to hit me. Stop trying to hit me, etc. Oh, that's right. There's like a weird... I think that's a bug. I'm pretty sure melee weakness, and maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe I'm just misremembering. But I think that melee weakness is supposed to tick down there, but doesn't for some reason. Like, I'm pretty sure your melee weakness is supposed to tick down when you get hit in the damage shield. But for some reason, if it's the last instance of damage shield on your character, it does not tick down. I remember seeing this before and going, that seems wrong. I missed out on the money. How sad. We got really lucky on the morsel front, though. Yeah, for some reason it doesn't go away there. I don't know why. I think that that's a bug, but I'm not sure. That could just be how it works and I'm misremembering. I think I will still die here, but at least we gave it a good effort, right? 6. 446. Oh yeah. $9.93. Yeah. I mean, it's dead. We're done. I had to take Crucible Extension as my surprising pick, but, you know, at the end of the day, Tethys did basically afford us. Tethys did nothing for us. I'm back to hating Conduit Tethys, maybe. Because, like, what did Conduit Tethys do for us there? I don't know, she was like an energy relic. Maybe I hate Conduit Tethys again. I don't know. I'm unsure. Yeah, no, I don't know. Like, this combo, I went into this and I was like, yeah, I don't think this combo's that bad. This combo's terrible. Holy moly. This combo's really bad. You have the opportunity to just get a completely dead start, where none of your cards do anything and you take 36 in the first combat. It's fucked up. Maybe I could have done something to not take so much damage in that first combat in the last run, but like, this shit's tough, man. In this run, I had to pick some answer to keep Tethys alive so we could play top floor, and I probably had to take Grovel. I think I had to take Grovel. Like, Crucible Extension and Grovel added to this run are enough to probably stop Patient Seraph from steamrolling me. Maybe. But who the hell thinks of that? Who thinks of that? Who goes, oh yeah, I need to take Grovel here? Not me. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.